Hey everyone, this is Jeff Shuck and Jennifer Mulholland, and we're the authors of Leading with Light, Choosing Conscious Leadership When You're Ready for More.
Recently on our podcast, Plenty for Everyone, we shared 10 conscious leadership lessons we've learned in our 10 years of working together. Each of these 10 lessons highlights one of the concepts we share in our book.
We hope you'll enjoy this glimpse into our book, Leading with Light, and we hope you'll buy it. It's available March 2024.
And that takes us into number
Yes,
7.
let's do it.
All right.
Do it.
So this insight, has come to us through a lot of our practice. And it's this insight that what we share for others is also always for ourselves. And I may drop the also. What we share for others is always for ourselves. This has been such a cool realization that in the role of coach and consultant, oftentimes we're put in the role of guide, advisor, as you mentioned, like sometimes the magic answer machine. And wisdom comes through, right, in response of what the need or the conversation is at the time. What's so interesting is that if we can really listen to the advice, the perspective, the sharing that we are offering another, whether it's a client, whether it's a partner, whether it's a loved one, whether it's a new stranger, if we can really tune into what we are sharing with them as advice and guidance, it's always for us. And honestly, I would say we are the intended receiver. And it's a quick way to hire your own coach is to just simply listen to how you are speaking to others. Right? I mean, it's fascinating if you can really listen to the advice that you're giving others and put yourself as the subject of the receiver on that other end. It's a quick shortcut to have you listen to your own wisdom and to hear your own advice that you're seeking because you're giving it to other people.
Yeah.
And I'm always amazed at like what I don't always think of it. And I know you don't either, but oftentimes that we help each other realize that, oh, what I just shared was so for me. Right. And I needed to hear that today. It's like this podcast is hilarious. Like, I think we need to hear all of these things more than
Yeah. Oh,
anybody else,
absolutely.
right?
Who said we're
So,
even going to share this podcast? This
right.
is Sierra's just recording this for
Yeah.
us.
So what comes out of our mouth is our own wisdom and our own coaching designed perfectly for ourselves and designed for the intended recipient on the other end. But don't leave yourself out. What if you're the number one receiver of
Yeah.
your own wisdom, of your own advice? Like play with that and see what happens, see what you hear and see.
Yeah. Well, this reminds me of a favorite line from one of our favorite authors, Michael Neal, who wrote, "We are not the camera, we're the projector." So we are grown up thinking that we're taking in all this information, all these facts come into our ears and our eyes and our nose, and that we can exactly see the world as it is. And that's not really the way our body works, like physically, and that's definitely not the way our mind and psyche works. And we're processing everything and we're seeing things that we feel and we're seeing things that we think. And the idea of listening to what we share, like it kind of embodies that we're sharing what we're projecting on people that we think they need, but it's a way of just understanding how we view a situation. And it gets back to, I think, the other thing about this is the value in deep listening and how often I think what's great about our processes as we develop them. I'm thinking of Lantern, but I'm also thinking of Compass, which we do for company cultures, and Meridian for strategy. The curriculum is very light. We're asking questions and listening. We're not providing answers. We're listening and giving people space, back to that, so that they can hear themselves talk and say, oh, wait a second. And what's amazing is when we create that space and when I think our expertise is creating the space that's caring, that allows people to share, that feels safe, that broadens what people feel like is possible for them. And then, you know, through experience and through presence, crafting some great questions in the moment, that when we can do that, people tune into their own wisdom and they realize that they don't need it from someone else, that they talk to each other and someone says, oh my gosh, you just got it. So all of these things are connected, but I love that idea that we can be our own sage, that we can be our own wise person, we can be our own oracle, if we allow ourselves to listen to what we're saying and what we're feeling.
Yeah.